Today we are going to talk about the letter H. In Spanish you call it H, right? H. H. Now, in Spanish, what does it say? It doesn't say anything. It's very perezoso, right? What does it do? What is this word? This word is, you call this Amaca? Is that what you call that? Amaca. But do you say that letter H? Oh, no, you do not. You do not say that letter H. It doesn't say anything, right? Why? Because the letter H lays in the hamaca, and what does it do? It sleeps. It doesn't even snore. Nope, doesn't even do that. It just sits there, right? Not so in English. In English, no. We call this the letter H, and it says, it says letter H, and we call this a hammock. Hammock. We call that a hammock, okay? That's what we call that. So today, I'm going to tell you a story about the letter H. This story has lots of H's in it. Yesterday, I started it, and I got tripped in my cord and had to start all over again. So we will start our story, okay? Our story is about a boy named Henry. 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 Okay, here's Henry. Boop, boop, boop. Henry. It's about a boy named Henry. Henry woke up one morning, and the first thing Henry did every morning when he got up, he made his bed, right? Made it nice and neat. And then he went out to before he even ate his breakfast, he went out to the barn and he fed his horse. Henry had a horse. Henry had a horse. And the horse's name was Harry. His horse's name was Harry. And Harry was very hairy. Look at all that hair, okay? And that hair on a horse, we call, this hair here, we call its mane. But Harry was very hairy. So Harry went out to the barn that day, Henry went out to the barn that day, but Harry was not there. And he looked all around. Harry! Hello! Hello? Harry? Hey! Where are you? Where are you? But Harry was not there. He went outside. Then he looked all around the barn, and then he saw, he remembered. When he came in, the door was open. Harry opened the door. Harry was very smart, and he opened the door because he wanted to go outside. But he did not belong outside. He could get lost. Something could happen to him. He could go for a walk down the road, and that was not good. So Henry decided, I better go find him. Looking all around, and there he was out there, and he called, Harry! Harry! And Harry turned, and he looked. He turned, and he looked at Henry, and he went, he laughed. That's not really you know how a horse laughs? He did. Harry was not happy. He was not. He put his hands on his hips and he said, "Harry, you come back here." But you know what Harry said? "Nay!" And he started to run up. Boop, 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 boop. He started to run up the hill. Well, Henry was not very happy about that because he had not had his breakfast yet. He did not have his breakfast and he was hungry. And he did not want to play games. But he had to go get his horse. So he started running up the hill. And when he got to the top of the hill, there was Henry waiting for him. And poor Harry. And he got on the ground. He just fell on the ground. And Harry went over to him and he looked down and he went, "Nay!" And then you know what he did? He went running down the hill. Henry got up and he started running down the hill. And he was going faster and faster. And it's not good to run down hills, but he started faster and faster. And all of a sudden he tripped and he started spinning and he started rolling down the hill, and he bumped his head on the ground. And it really hurt. And there was oh man, and he put his hand back there. There was blood. There was sangre. Oh no, I don't want to have to go to the hospital. And he laid there and his head was like, he's going whoop, whoop. And he sat there for a little while and he sat up. And then he looked around for his hat. Where was his hat? It was back up the hill from where he started falling. He had to walk back up the hill and get his hat. And he put it back on his head. And he started to walk toward home. And there was Harry waiting for him at the barn. Because by this time, after playing his game, Harry was pretty hungry too. Poor Henry. He had a headache. But he had to feed his horse. So he went out to the barn and he got some oats for Harry and he got some fresh hay for Harry and he put them in the barn for Harry. And then he went into his house. He went into his house to get some breakfast. And he looked in the refrigerator and he wanted some ham and eggs for breakfast because he was so hungry. But there wasn't any ham. What was there? There weren't any eggs. By this time, he was really hot. What can I eat? Wasn't much in the refrigerator. And then, you know what he said? Guess it's gonna have to be some cornflakes. So he went and got his bowl, and he poured his cornflakes, and he ate his cornflakes. Got his cereal, the milk, and the cornflakes, and he ate his breakfast. And then he wasn't hungry anymore. His tummy was full. And then he said, I better go and clean up my head. So he went to the bathroom. He put his head in the bathtub, got some soap and water, cleared all the dirt out. I put some medicine on it. And then he started to feel a lot better. But he was not happy with his horse. But he thought we better be friends, because he wanted to be friends, because Harry was his best friend. So he went and he got a carrot and he went out to the barn. And he said, "Here, Harry, I brought you a present." So he gave him the carrot to eat. And then they were friends again. Okay, look at all these H words we had. Woo! We had Henry and horse, had, Harry, hello, hey, happy, hands, hips, hill, he, hungry, head, hurt, hospital, hat. Oops, there's a head again. We only need one head. Home, hey, house, ham, hot, and here. Yep. That's our letter H for today, okay? So, what do you need to remember? The letter H, it has a sound, doesn't it? It is the same sound that Henry made when he was running up the hill. Right. That's our story for the letter H.